fragility, the fragility, the fragility of say that fast. How about that? Good morning, everybody. It's time for morning manna, and I have a word for you on this morning. If you were a part of our 7:15 prayer call, First Lady and I, you already know that I'm focusing in on family. If you've just been a part of what I am, this know that I am in this whole series about Pentecost and the power that Pentecost brings, and I'm moving toward this Sunday and talking about just the power of family, the power of family. And to that end, this morning's manna is the fragility of family. Say that fast 3 times. How about that? Let me greet some people and then we're going to get right into the word on this morning. It's a great morning it is. Good morning, Ari. How are you? Lena, how are you? Joyelle, how are you? Elder Mobley, how you doing this morning? Pamela, how you doing? Lydia, how are you? Dawn, how are you on this morning? This morning now, you know it's the text to talk to take away. You already know what you need to do. Go ahead and share it right now. Don't wait. Don't wait. And I need you, man of fam. We got to expand our family. We got to push out expand our tent doors, if you will. How? We'll do that. We'll do that by you sharing and having watch parties and the like. That's what it is. Dan, how are you on this morning? Cynthia, how are you on this morning? Elder Jan, how are you on this morning? Gloria, how are you on this morning? That's how we'll do it. We got to expand our manna fam. Got to expand our manna fam. So share it right now. Peggy, good morning. How are you? Anna, how are you on this morning? Great morning it is here in the Midwest in the shadow of the arch. Man, it was some thunder clapping going on last night. You know, OG, we used to say God is doing his work. Go somewhere and sit down. Well, it was during the night, and I thank God that, to my knowledge, we got through it, but so many did not. So make sure you lift up those whose families have been totally disrupted by the storms of late. How about that? Good morning, Dolores, homegirl. How are you on this morning? Valerie, how are you on this morning? Verena, how are you on this morning? Jewel, how are you on this morning? This morning, the fragility of family. The fragility of family. And let's get right into it this morning. The text to talk to take away. Familiar passage. I want you to hear it again through the lens of family. Hear it again for the first time. Genesis 4:8. Cain rose up and killed Abel. You know the story well. You know the story well. And this is what's happening here. There's three things that is causing this family. One can argue the first family. The first family. I love the fact that at New Life, many of the life changers refer to us as the first family. But from a biblical point of view, here's the first family, and watch the fragility of it. And then we're going to give you an anecdote for it. The first thing is jealousy. The first thing is jealousy. Jealousy can get into a family and cause sibling rivalries. Jealousy can get into a family and cause one to turn against another. Jealousy comes out of a lack of self-esteem. Somehow or another, we think that God is favoring you. This is what is happening here. There's a sense of God is favoring um, Abel over Cain, and he's not. God said to Cain, "You have an opportunity to get it right. Just go back and do it." But he doesn't. Jealousy is as cruel as the grave. As cruel because when you wherever you go, that's what's on the forefront of your mind. Jealousy it causes the fragility of family. Here's the second thing I want you to grab: unforgiveness. Unforgiveness will cause the fragility in a family. Will cause it to have fissures and cracks in it. Unforgiveness. Cain just could not bring himself to seeing that Abel was worthy of his forgiveness. I've said it multiple times. Forgiveness doesn't belong to you. It was given to you to give. That's why it's called forgive. The third thing is godlessness. Godlessness. Let's circle all the way back into the text. Now, what the text is sharing with us is this: the text is simply saying to us that God is at the center of this, and because these relationships are not right size with God, Cain cannot understand or does not want to grab a hold of knowing what it meant to have a right relationship with God, and he then manifests that out on Abel. Many times we are working out our um, inability to understand our relationship with the Lord on other people. On other people, we transfer. You can't beat God because your arms are too short. So then we then project it onto other people. Cain says, I can't do nothing with you, God, but I can do something to Abel. And he does. Our godlessness needs to be addressed. Our unforgiveness needs to be addressed. Our jealousy needs to be addressed. When we're talking about the fragility of family, here is the takeaway this morning. The takeaway is this: family is fragile. Handle it with care. Family is fragile. Handle it with care. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. Share the man if it bless you. Bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more morning manna. God bless you.